Okay.
Yeah, so Winners is after us, and that'll, I think there's only one stream, if I remember right, for that.
I mean, there's only 4 matches.
So it's only the, yeah, it's only the other stream, and then after that, our top 12 will be set for tomorrow.
Yeah. Makes sense, makes sense.
Okay, starting on Battlefield.
Classic.
Yeah, traditional.
So,
KoDoRiN happy to sit in the corner, it looks like. Ooh, ran off stage, probably not on purpose.
Yeah, so if KoDoRiN's been having controller issues throughout the weekend, things with his Goom Wave, etc., not being able to pivot properly and affecting his neutral. But hopefully it's resolved by now. I mean, he did just beat Mewtwo King. And he just got a pretty clean, I mean, he definitely messed up a couple of things there, but had a pretty clean setup into that F smash to set up the edge guard over there.
And near the beginning of the stock, I think my eyes spotted like some incredible SDI from Faceroll up from an up air so that no other follow-ups could be made. And so if that's the case, then Faceroll might have an advantage in the punish department if that continues.
Yeah. I think, I might be speaking a little too soon, I think that there might be something still wrong. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of like uncharacteristic F smashes and misses on his part.
It could be one of those things where like you don't trust your controller, and so it's kind of in the back of your mind, and you start playing differently because of it.
Yeah.
Like you know, like I play Fox. If you don't trust like your trigger, like you're less likely to ledge dash or something. Yeah. Okay.
Regardless, KoDoRiN's playing this very safe. He's got a little lead. I mean, even if he lost the stock, he's got a slight lead. Using these aerials to try to like swat out Faceroll and keep him on a platform and potentially start going for an air juggle.
Just from looking at that last stock start, it seems like historically, Faceroll is pretty good at keeping control when Marth is like being juggled up in the air, because KoDoRiN went all the way to the side of the stage and was very, very tentative coming down.
Yeah.
Ooh, double back air. Yeah, waits for the F smash. Got a fair off stage. Let's see how the edge guard goes. Gets up slow, but not slow enough.
Really clean needle on Faceroll's part, but KoDoRiN's able to get back on stage. KoDoRiN rolls in, and Faceroll's ready for it.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely going to be it, but KoDoRiN did get a lot of percent. Okay, yeah, backs up, kind of reads the roll, but Faceroll able to get out of the second hit of that nair. Dashed off, not the strong hit. Strong hit would have done the trick.
But gets a stronger hit of up tilt and is able to, very clean ledge grab into F smash to take the stop.
Yeah, pretty much even again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell these guys they look very respectful of each other, I will say.
Yeah, they're very respectful of each other's options. They know like what they're going to be doing. Like you can see Faceroll is like putting out these aerials and controlling space, and KoDoRiN is like holding shield because he knows Faceroll's not going to go for the grab, and if he does, then he's ready.
A big hunt. That like dash dance from Faceroll in the corner was ridiculous. Stopped right in the spot, like I think just outside Marth's grab range, and was able to put out that fair.
Yeah.
Super cool. Okay, the rising fair that time to punish Faceroll coming in. Yeah, that
really clean dash dance on KoDoRiN's part.
Yeah, the hitbox and dash attack not great. KoDoRiN gets out of the way.
I love that air dodge to get back on stage of KoDoRiN's part. Not letting himself potentially get hit by any sort of aerial on Faceroll's art. And the up B to send off stage again. It's really, really good stuff.
Okay, KoDoRiN getting knocked off. Feels like a lot of the match, KoDoRiN's been on the defensive, both in neutral and like, you know, just literally at disadvantage. Having a hard time getting off the ledge a lot of the time, but that is part of the story of Marth versus Sheik.
Yeah.
You want to get up without eating too many needles, and then sometimes they'll knock you back.
Yeah. And the empty hop grab, really smart from Faceroll to take the stop.
Yeah, I like the idea to not do the side B for KoDoRiN, because, you know, maybe the timing's off and you can snag the ledge real quick. But it looked like Faceroll had covered both. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it was a good shot. KoDoRiN, I feel like the zoning is the way that you start with Marth, right? And then you end up getting punishes off of having Sheik on the back foot. I think Faceroll is in the driver's seat the entire time, which is not going to be a winning formula, I don't think.
Absolutely. I think that Faceroll is like, he's been in control pretty much the entire time, and I feel like this is one of those matches which is pretty momentum based, and if the person who's controlling the tempo of the match really dictates like how everything is going to end up going.
What do you think makes it tempo based?
I think that it's like you need to have a very good understanding of like what type of like what speed your opponent's gonna be doing aerials at, because like you can definitely have a matchup where it's like a lot like campier. Your opponent is kind of sitting like on the side or maintaining center by like putting out aerials that are like in place, as opposed to putting out a lot of fast aerials that like pressure shield and put you in the corner. And in this matchup, like Faceroll has been putting out all these aerials and keeping KoDoRiN like kind of locked down.
Definitely locked down. That's the way it feels.
Yeah, as opposed to like like the same characters, but Marth is throwing out a bunch of fairs and up tilts and such, like in neutral or nairs, and keeping out Sheik. It's Sheik keeping out Marth, and that's what makes me think that this is a tempo and momentum matchup.
I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. Because once you start like the zoning moves, you're at an advantage. You're the one who's controlling the spacing, right?
Exactly. You are the one. Your opponent is the one who needs to react to you and get in between your moves. You are not the one who needs to get in between your opponent, because you are the aggressor and the person in control of the momentum.
And generally, when you're going to be getting in between those moves, it's not with some party starter that's going to lead to a stock. It's just to get back to control, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
like,
just to get back to even.
Yeah, like this is a matchup where, I mean, there are really big punishes. Like KoDoRiN is actually dominating this game as we've been talking.
Yeah, but the punish game's been incredible. And then also, okay.
I think he like, I don't know. Maybe he was pretending to jump off and then decided to go to ledge, but then accidentally jumped off.
I'm not going to read too much into it.
Yeah.
I do think in neutral too, maybe partially as a function of FD and not having the platforms, KoDoRiN was able to do that thing where he stays just outside of Sheik's like range where Sheik can really counterpoke, get some fairs, down tilts, etc., and then is able to push from there.
Makes
Whereas
sense.
in the first game, KoDoRiN was kind of inside the tipper range. So even if, Faceroll was. So even if KoDoRiN is able to get a move out, you're getting weak hit, then you can land and do something, or crouch cancel, kind of like that.
Yeah. Really smart down B on KoDoRiN's part to counter as he was landing, because he knew Faceroll would go for an aerial. I think just respecting Faceroll enough to know that he's going to be going for those like aerials to try to contest. And the down B gets him down safely. And I feel like I've never seen Marth like land with down B like that in this matchup. So good stuff to KoDoRiN.
The early up B does get him back that last time. Let's see what he can do now. Okay, Needle doesn't knock him down. Oh, barely doesn't reach that dash attack, costing Faceroll. Oh, bold.
Very bold.
Very, very bold. I think that the simple edge guard is pretty effective there, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you don't have to make it too complicated. If you're able to like use the bread and butter and get a clean, simple edge guard, like just do it. Just take the stock.
I mean, I trust KoDoRiN's judgment. Maybe there's a mix-up with like shorten and dropping to ledge or going on stage or something that KoDoRiN doesn't like, and so you want to hit the vulnerability before that mix-up even happens.
Yeah.
And maybe we just haven't seen it. Maybe it's like that history that KoDoRiN knows that Faceroll employs that mix-up to get back.
Yeah. Like they definitely know each other's bag of tricks at this point. Like, there's not going to be too many surprises unless they're both like hiding stuff from each other. Which no one will happen. And really good call out on the fact that Faceroll would have to like try to up B a little bit late, and KoDoRiN just like covering the space underneath the down air.
Yep, and that time he does hit the vulnerable part of the up B, right? So that's what he wanted to do last time, but works out in emphatic fashion.
And now Faceroll realizes, okay, KoDoRiN's going to try to down B and hit me when I'm arrowing, so he waits it for just a little bit, waits for the down B to come out, and gets the free punish. And
at 0%, he's crouch canceling too, so if an aerial comes out, he can just counter that anyway. Yeah, the move of his own or even a grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, low percent, it's really easy to keep Marth on the ledge.
Yeah. I love how Faceroll is like basically chilling on the top platform and like wave landing back and forth, throwing out needles so he can get a little bit of percent, but also like make it so it's a little bit tricky as to when he's going to actually land and go for a move. So KoDoRiN is kind of he needs to be on his toes and just like wait and see like, okay, when do I throw out this up tilt? Am I actually safe to throw it out now? Will I die?
Goes for a down smash.
I
guess that maybe covers tech in place and tech in.
Yeah, but doesn't cover tech away. Which
yeah, as we saw. Yep.
Faceroll did.
Yep, that is true. Okay, and miss tech, so you know it's effectively 3 out of 4.
Yeah, I've read a bunch of comments. I don't know if like it was on Twitter or like on a SSBM discussion thread or whatever, where people have been saying like it's sometimes fine to go for like a suboptimal tech chase, because if you're covering 3 of the 4 options like if it's easier to cover 3 out of the 4 options, you could just do that instead of like doing something harder that covers 4 out of the 4 because of how much. Just like the risk reward, you know?
Are you familiar with the concept of donkey space?
No.
There's a book by Dave Serlin called Playing to Win. And donkey space is this idea in game theory where the optimal way to play humans is not the optimal way to play the game. Because you become predictable and all that kind of stuff. And you're sort of maybe leaning in that direction. And where I would want to go with it is maybe that's how Faceroll knows to roll away. Because KoDoRiN's one of those players that has that point of view where if you can cover 3 out of 4 most of the time, like statistically, if it wasn't for the human you're interacting with, you would get them almost every time, and then maybe the expected value is higher. But if Faceroll knows about that, next to the concept of donkey space, playing suboptimally and, you know, rolling away or whatever is actually favorable.
Makes sense. I think that literally what you just said was that last situation that we saw there.
I agree.
Where, like, in a lot of situations, most Marths are just going to up B, back to stage at some point, either up B to get to ledge or, like, fair, swat the ledge and grab ledge. But KoDoRiN decides to air dodge. And Faceroll knows that KoDoRiN will decide to air dodge because that is the way to get back to stage. And he throws the down smash, or waits at the down smash, knowing that KoDoRiN will think that Faceroll is going for one of the more optimal, or the other player is going for one of the more optimal options.
Yeah, the more common one especially, the meta option, right? And that's what really defines what the meta option is. I mean, it comes down to ultimately to what you said at the beginning. They're really familiar with what each other likes to do, and so at that point you're more comfortable. Because of your understanding, it makes more sense to go for, you know, quote-unquote suboptimal play.
Yes.
Because you know it's going to directly counter the things your opponent likes to do, and if you throw it in sometimes, it'll keep them honest.
Yeah.
And it's sort of that thing where, like, if you're playing weighted rock, paper, scissors, where rock is worth 5 points if you win, scissors is worth 3 points if you win, and paper's worth 1. If you're playing optimally, you pick rock every time. But it's so easy to beat that, right?
Yeah.
And so you need to vary it a little bit. You need to throw in a paper every, you know, 3 or 4 go rounds.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, throws off. Get back to the game that's in front of us, not the theoretical game. Faceroll has an edgeguard sit-up that I don't think should be too difficult. Okay, yeah, Marth is tricky to edgeguard sometimes. There's a lot of delay you can do with the Dolphin Slash.
I love it's like you're supposed to down smash there anyway, but I just love how it looks when, like, Sheik does the down smash and is stuck in the down smash as the mountain rises. Goes for the chain. He's not jumping into that. He's having fun. Oh, he actually does jump into that. Faceroll is like sighs, like, yeah, you got me. Just vibe and chill on the top of the mountain with your homies.
Yeah, a lot of the times the play, for those not familiar with the transformations, a lot of the times the thing players like to do is when they see that, you start to inch forward a little bit because you want better positioning when the stage goes down.
Or maybe a free hit or two, and that's what KoDoRiN just did. He got better positioning and then got a free hit or 2 or 3.
Yeah, he put himself on the slope so that the down tilt reached downward. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Wow, I don't know what just happened, but he actually, like, went to ledge after getting the obstacle on the platform.
Oh,
crazy stuff.
That was neat. He auto cancels using the backward jump, or, like, I guess no impact lands, and then runs forward with the fair.
I love the up B on KoDoRiN's textures as well. It's just really good defensive play from Faceroll, but great offensive play from KoDoRiN.
He gets the stage. Okay, he tried to get him coming back up with the down air. Yeah, you can down air that.
Air. Potentially goes to stage,
yeah, really clean stock from KoDoRiN.
Yeah.
Looking to even up the set.
But KoDoRiN's looking to take this game without losing another stock. He's getting so much percent with these dash backs, gets the grab and keeps in the air.
I mean, it's been so clear that KoDoRiN likes having more room to dash around, to play neutral, and another huge combo from KoDoRiN. The punish game is picking up too, and I honestly kind of feel like this is now KoDoRiN set to win.
Yeah, like, I feel like these guys are going back and forth, just beating each other up.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely are. I guess you go to, like, maybe Yoshi's or something, because the smaller stages and the lower platforms have been working out for Faceroll, but you just die so early is the thing. You want to go back to Battlefield? Yes. Okay.
Of course I would go back to Battlefield.
I would. You rather go there than Yoshi's if you're KoDoRiN?
Well, I'm just looking at his nod.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree.
So it goes for these tech chases. Ooh, really interesting going for the F smash. I feel like I see a lot of Marths go for grab after that after the down air at low percent. But KoDoRiN goes for the F smash because I think that he realizes that Faceroll might be just goes off stage if he does that, and just try to get another clean edge guard. But doesn't really work out.
I always think it's cool when Sheiks do the vertical tech chase like that.
It's sick.
Yeah. Oh, he tried to catch KoDoRiN jumping, but he just waits and you get a back throw forward smash. Yeah, a really safe fair, good spacing. That time he gets the grab with that jump.
Just like that, it's an even game.
Yeah, so there's definitely a mix-up that's happened several times in a row where Faceroll jumps over a shielding KoDoRiN and something happens.
Yeah, and now just running back and forth, shielding and spot dodging, trying to grab each other. And it looks like Faceroll is going to be the one on top, but KoDoRiN with a really quick reversal.
Yeah, that's important. That's not what we didn't see in the first game. KoDoRiN would just kind of turtle up on the very side of the stage, and it did not pay off. So finding ways to break free, super huge.
Yeah. I love the air dodge to top platform on Faceroll's part to just try to get back on stage.
Oh, yeah. I kind of expected Dolphin Slash based on what I saw from KoDoRiN already. Just barely dashed it out of the way. The dash attack just has not been doing it for Faceroll.
Yeah, that nair, by the way, was so smart. So, like, Faceroll, he light shielded, and because of the nair hitting the light shield, it sends him off the side platform. Because of the second hit of nair, it catches Faceroll on the way down and hits him before he can throw out his own aerial.
Yeah, I like staying on that side, just trying to use some zoning, but actually Faceroll pushes forward.
But the early up B to catch, on KoDoRiN's part, to catch Faceroll trying to get to ledge.
That time the dash attack works out, but doesn't really connect to much, honestly.
I love the interaction that Faceroll just did right there. So he nairs KoDoRiN in light shield on the platform and then falls down and bears so he can catch a slide off in a similar manner to the other light shield interaction we talked about a little bit earlier.
Yeah, the one with Marth's nair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Faceroll with a very slight lead.
Very slight. I mean, he's been at 150 plus for this last like minute or so. He is doing his best to live. And the double wave dash back just to very so slightly outspace the forward tilt. So good on Faceroll's part. And he's just running away with this game now.
And I think some of the adaptation pendulums are swinging in the way. Wow, what a combo, yeah. Some of that pendulum of adaptation is swinging in Faceroll's direction. He's now overshooting really successfully, and then he's also sort of baiting KoDoRiN in and then punishing right after.
Yeah.
So several times over, he's outplaying him. He's outplaying KoDoRiN right now.
KoDoRiN, I mean, we've seen KoDoRiN in this situation so many times before. It's game 5. He looks like he's about to lose, and then just some crazy stuff happens and he wins. So you cannot count KoDoRiN out ever.
Okay, well, I was going to count him out, but since you told me not to, I won't. This is game 5. It could be KoDoRiN's last stock of the tournament. We'll see what he has for us.
We'll see. I mean, of course, Faceroll could just end it.
Just end it right here, yeah. Oh, the down
smash. It kind of looks like he's about to just end it.
Another down smash.
But sends him not off stage, goes back on the stage, and now KoDoRiN has a chance.
He misses the grab. I thought, okay, he finds one anyway. Yeah, he's going for the big reversal, and I think Faceroll knows, yeah. Faceroll knows he's going for the quick, cheap kills.
Yep. I mean, you kind of have to go for at least one of them. I mean.
Yeah, one of them has to be, yeah.
But up air is going to kill.
Yeah, a really good set. A really good set, but Faceroll comes out on top.
Yep. And thus the rivalry continues.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing, is you play each other a bunch at the locals. It's always so interesting what happens when you finally get to the huge major.
Yeah, at the majors, yeah. So I think we're getting our fresh cut moment.
Oh yeah, you can head over to Fresh Cut to get a bunch of cool moments like this from Smash World Tour.
This is going to be that crazy combo that pretty much sealed the set, honestly. Gave Faceroll so much momentum, the edge guard, which had the down tilt reversal. We were going crazy over this.
And for the Omps attack, look at this.
So good.
Yeah, that is nuts. Really nice punish.
That is literally nuts.
He had to be he had to be ready for so much. So many different interactions with the platform. And KoDoRiN's defense was good. Like, you got the Omps attack on the platform, right? You did a little slide off on the other side, and it got down tilted. And I mean, Faceroll was just ready for all of it.
Yeah.